What's going on, guys? 21 Darkster, welcome back to the next episode of Blockland Basics. In the previous episodes, we looked at the Start a Game tab and the tutorial and what all these other game modes mean. We're going to be looking at the custom game mode at the very end because I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a server, what a dedicated server is, how to configure the dedicated server, and stuff like that. We're also going to be going over add-ons, how to install music, and how to make sure your server is working to its full limit. That way other people can join. For now, we're going to be hitting the Join a Game section. The Join a Game section is located under the Start a Game section and above the Player section, of course. And we're just going to go ahead and click it. And right off the bat, you're going to actually see this. I actually had to re-record this video, so it didn't do that, but you're going to see something like this happen. And what it's doing is it's refreshing the server. You may actually also see this, and it's normal if you see this. Nobody's playing Blockland. No, actually, people are playing Blockland. It's just these are the servers that don't have anybody on it. So let's go ahead and go over what you see right now. One of the first things you're going to see is that a lot of these are orange. What is the orange? What do orange servers mean? This means that there's a password on them, and you actually have to have the password in order to join the server. So if you have the password, you would enter it and you would connect to the server. The black ones mean there are no passwords on them, so you can join any one of these without a password. However, there is a restriction sometimes to these that have passwords. I'm going to be going over that towards a different part of this video, but there's actually a server up right now, and it's perfectly timed with this video, and I'm really happy that actually uses the whitelisting feature that a lot of servers do not use. So let's go ahead and explore the menu really quickly. So up here, you're going to see this little arrow, the X, and the filters button. The little arrow will maximize and minimize the screen. So I guess if you want to see, if you can't really see the servers well, that's what you would hit. The X button, of course, closes the Join a Game section. The filters will basically do what this is, except it's you can do more than one. So dedicated servers are basically servers that aren't hosted on the game itself. More likely they're hosted on a server. We're going to be going over dedicated servers, what they mean, what do they do, a different video. The no password, of course, I showed you that. It's not empty, so any server that has 0 players, if you click this, will automatically filter it out, and it's not full, so any servers that are full will be gone. If you want to, look at ping, I'm not really worried about ping. We're not going to be using this filters thing today. Instead, I'm going to be using these because these are a lot easier to use. But if you want to filter out basically all of these, and you like a really picky person, and you want to have more than one filter, this is what you would use. So over here, you're going to see a more options. So over here, this is the password. So if the server has a password, you're just going to click that, and it will filter it between if it has a password or not. So as you can see, none of these are orange, but if you click it again, all of them are orange. So all of these have passwords. If you go to dedicated, so if these are dedicated servers, if you have a thing against dedicated servers, or if you just want to know, that's what you would click, and as you can see, it'll say yes or no. The server name, so you can sort the server name by A to Z by the person who's hosting it. Now, server names work like this. It will take the your name, your Blockland name. So say my name is Officer Kenny. So if I were to host a server, it would say Officer Kenny's, and then whatever I put in as the title. This person's name on Blockland is Alien Oxygen, and he's hosting a Mutilid Invasion. So it's Alien Oxygen's Mutilid Invasion. And Bad Spot's Speed Card. So his name is Bad Spot, the owner of Blockland. He's hosting a speed card server, so it's Bad Spot's Speed Card. When you actually host a server, you do not have to put this. You only have to put the name of the server. The game will automatically put your name with an apostrophe S. Over here, you can sort by ping from high to low, low to high, or no ping to low ping. The amount of players. So the amount of players is the amount of people on the server over the amount of people allowed on the server, or the limit. The number of bricks, high to low. and the game mode. Game modes are we already kind of went over game modes, but go ahead and show you them real quickly. These are game modes. So as you can see, game modes. So Blockheads Ruin Christmas, Free Build, Moat Mansion, Ninja Jump Challenge, Custom, Tutorial, whatever. If you actually go back here, and these are the game modes that people are using. So people are using boss battle. So she actually made a game mode for that. I believe her name is Pecan or Pecan 7. I can't remember. She actually made a custom game mode for her server. Same with this person. So add-on testing or Blockheads Ruin Christmas is what we looked at, and that's what they're playing. The more, as you can see, the more common one is custom. That's because they have add-ons. We're going to be going over what add-ons do, how to install add-ons, stuff like that a little later. So yeah, let's get into the next part. We're going to actually be joining a server, and I'll show you how the features are when you join a server. So I'm going to sort these by players, and I will see you once we join the server. Okay, so I'm just going to join a simple free build server. There's different game modes you can play. As you can see, there's Prison Escape, there's Fantasy Town role plays. We're going to go ahead and go over that in this video because that's stuff that needs to be gone over. Let's go on someone's free build server. So actually, we're going to pause really quickly. This is actually one of the servers that I wanted to go over. If we actually try to join the server, it's going to kick us, because it is a whitelisted server. This is something you very rarely see on Blockland. There's actually a whitelisted option on Blockland that few people use because they just use the password one, which is fine. But that's very cool. I'm glad that Port is hosting the server at this time. That way I can show you guys in the video what a whitelisted server means. You can't actually search or sort it by whitelisted for some reason. The only way to figure out if it's whitelisted is to join it and get kicked. So let's go ahead and join somebody's free build. We'll join, we'll try to join this guy's free build. So if it actually does this and doesn't join after a while, that means the server's ping is not, it's not working with your internet. You got to join someone else's server. Here we go, island free build, and as you can see, the same scenario. I think my internet's acting up, so it's not really going to join. Let me see. Here we go. We'll join someone's with nobody on it, that way I can show you. So we're going to hit join a server. So one of the first things you're going to see is that there's a welcome stuff. So what does this welcome stuff mean? So let's right here. So we're going to start here. So it says some events on the server may be restricted depending on your admin level, type restricted events. So that means he has events that you can use to control the environment, like change the sky, change what time of day it is. And he actually downloaded an add-on that will restrict just anybody from doing that. So if you want to actually do that, you have to be an admin or a super admin, depending on what he set it to. Next one is this server is running Monk Server Pack MSP, so you can like message people. MSP is basically an add-on that you can get, and it will add certain stuff. So you actually type it in, like it says up here, MSP, and it'll tell you again. And you can say welcome to Monk Server Pack. Say MSP section. These are the section commands, and you can basically use any of these commands that if you're an admin, you can like fling people in the air, mute people, flash people, which basically not the flash that you're thinking of. It just basically shines a bright light on the screen. Also, it says this server is running version 3 of the procedural terrain generator. This allows the server owner to generate a terrain, like a mountainy terrain, a plains terrain, just like that. And it's an add-on that's very useful if you want to make like a role-playing server, an army RP, and you need like a mountainy valley. That'll do that for you, and you can build on it. It's very useful. And it usually says welcome the Blockland Officer Kenny, or welcome the Blockland, and then your name. This actually says welcome the no, because you changed it in the settings. So yeah, that's what the welcome messages mean. Usually it'll say, you know, have a message like welcome to Blockland, welcome to whatever, or hi. Sometimes people actually know the color codes, and they'll actually put their name with the clan tags in the correct color, and it will say like welcome or hi. And then it usually has like I don't want to say their advertisements, but they're advertisements for what add-ons the server is currently using. So right now you're actually seeing that this is downloading files. Now don't be afraid, you're not actually downloading 4,000 files onto the computer. What's actually happening is the game is installing files into a temporary place. So when you actually join the server, you can use the server to its full functionality. There are data blocks and some parts of add-ons that are required to play on the server. Instead of having a prompt that says go download this, it's just going to download it for you. It's very useful. It just sometimes it takes a while to load. You cannot actually access these files. These do not actually go in your add-ons file. If you want these files, you're gonna have to you can either have to ask the server, or you can go mess around in your Blockland folder. You know, you're loading and the server owner says hi, and you want to talk to the server owner. But what you want to do is you're gonna want to press T to talk, and you're gonna say something like this, or hello. And it's going to show your name up here. That means that whoever's name is up here, that means they're currently typing. So if I press T and I don't type anything, it's not going to show my name up here. It's just going to... But if I type random stuff, it's loading, so it's going to do that. It's just going to put my name up there. To instantly clear, and you don't want to type it, you decided, you know, I don't want to type this, you just press escape. So we're gonna make myself spawn. So these are the server rules, and you can read them in the chat if you want, and stuff like that. But go ahead and read it here. Yeah. So if you want to see these again, just type /rules. A lot of servers use this add-on. It's very useful for your server if you want to enforce rules. So yeah. Now say like, you know, someone typed and there's a bunch of spam going on. You want to read the previous message. If you look on your keyboard and you're going to look for the page up, page down button. You're going to press page up. It'll automatically go and show you previous messages that you received. So right here, it's going to show you the rules again. And it says press page up, and basically, yeah. And if you want to go all the way back down, you're just going to press page down until you don't see anything. So if you type something, it's going to show your name. There's another setting. If you press Y, it will automatically use team chat. This does not work unless you're in a game mode that involves teams. See, it doesn't even work if you do that. So if I actually create a minigame, and I apologize for that. I'm not really sure where that was coming from. And I actually type, it's going to do it because I'm in a minigame, and it detects that I'm in a minigame, and it's just going to do blue. We're going to be going over how minigames, we're going to be going over a minigame creation, part of the custom setting, because the custom minigames are, you know, they can get a little complicated, especially if you have an add-on. If you have the Slayer add-on, they can get, forget it. But anyway, so when you join a server, depending on what the server is going to depend on what bricks are around you. So this is a free build server, so you're going to see random bricks. So somebody planted music there. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. Just so I don't have to hear that over and over again. So this is basically a free build server. It's just mess around, build whatever you want. Now, I guess I can go over and show you what spam is and what spam is not. So spam is basically placing a brick on without a base plate. So if I press this brick, this server automatically is an add-on to detect it. But notice how all of these are on base plates because it's anti-spam. So if I actually do place a base plate, it will automatically allow me to place it. If I don't place a base plate, that's called spam. So every time, so if you're on a server and you want to build a house, be sure to use a base plate. One thing that I noticed really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and pause really quick, that the tutorial did not go over what the wand does. The wand, I really want to go over building mechanics and stuff in the when I get into custom game modes. But if I have to use the wand during this video, don't be afraid to not know what it means. We're gonna be going over that in a different video. So basically, you know, according to what we discussed in the previous video, how to build, I'm just gonna build a little wall here. And all I'm doing right now is holding down the numpad enter button and pressing 6 over and over again. So I'm also just gonna go ahead and you know, press number 3. It automatically shift the brick up, and I'm just gonna hold down enter again and press number 4, and I'm gonna build the other way. So what you saw there was actually somebody leaving and joining the game. So if somebody joins the game, it'll play the join a game sound effect. When someone leaves, it'll play the leave a game sound effect. I don't know if I can actually find it in here, but yeah. This is basically the mechanics of, you know, what a free build is. Build whatever you want. And this guy also has a lot of add-ons, and this like red pointer thing is an add-on. It shows you how far the brick's going. You can actually place the brick really far away. By the way, it's F to zoom, so if you ever need to zoom far away, just F. So yeah. So if I actually hit escape, there is a lot of different options to choose from. One of the options, of course, is the options tab, which is the same thing at the main menu. We're not going to go into that. The player list, which is just pressing F2. Mini games tab, which I'll show you guys how to create mini games on a different video. The admin menu, the save bricks, load bricks. Now you can save bricks that from a public server. I do not recommend doing this, because if you save bricks and load them and claim them as your own, that is build stealing, and build stealing is only something that really annoying people do. The disconnect button will take you back to the main menu, and the quit button will take you automatically to the desktop and close the game. So let's go ahead and disconnect from this server. Down, and we're back at the main menu. So down here on the bottom tab, you're going to see a bunch of different options. This is the LAN. So if you're hosting a server that's on the local area network, is what LAN stands for, and it's on your Wi-Fi network, and you want other people on the same Wi-Fi network to join, you just click this button, and it'll show the server here, and other people can join only from your Wi-Fi. Someone from across the street cannot join unless he's on your Wi-Fi. Your LAN name is not this name here. By default, your LAN name is Blockhead. We're going to be going over that in a different setting. That's part of the player setting. If we go ahead and go look here at the internet setting, is what we were on before, it'll automatically load it, and you can you know, adjust the settings here, you know, filters, and you want to sort it by bricks and stuff. To connect to an IP is if the server's not here, or if it's a direct connect server, the password and the IP, you're going to hit connect. And that's pretty much it for the join a game section. If you want to know how these game modes work, I'm not going to be going into every single game mode. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. And again, my usual ending, if I went over something and I didn't, and you want it clarified, leave that in the comments below. If you want me to re-go over this video and something that I missed, leave that in the comments below. That's been it for me from this video. I've been 21 Darkster. I will see you on the next video when we are looking at the player section. Yeah, that's it. Peace out.